There are miserable economic numbers everywhere you look, everywhere except unemployment. At a jobless rate of 3.6%, the unemployment picture looks terrific. Or does it? There's an economic think tank run by a former comptroller of currency that says the true rate of unemployment is 23%. That's more than 6 times higher than the current official unemployment rate. Let's look at where that number comes from. The headline unemployment rate you hear about each month is calculated by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. To be considered unemployed by the BLS, a person has to be without a job, available for work, and have been looking for work within the most recent 4-week period. Using these criteria, the BLS has determined that 3.6% of the labor force is unemployed. But the Ludwig Institute of Shared Economic Prosperity says that's hogwash. The Institute's metric, called the true rate of unemployment, measures the percentage of the civilian labor force that's functionally unemployed. The Institute includes the following population groups among the functionally unemployed: individuals who do not have a job, individuals who do not have a full-time job but want one, and individuals who have a job but don't earn a living wage. If someone has any kind of job at all, even if it's part-time, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics considers them employed. But part-time workers that would prefer to be full-time are known as underemployed. And the Ludwig Institute says that if you're underemployed, you're really unemployed. Seeing underemployment as a glorified version of unemployment is not unique to the Ludwig Institute. For example, Penn State University economist Lonnie Golden says that underemployment is really semi-unemployment. And the Institute goes a step further in its definition of unemployment. Even if you have a full-time job, the Ludwig Institute considers you unemployed if you don't earn a living wage. The Institute defines a living wage as a minimum of $20,000 per year before taxes. In a recent interview with Politico, Institute Chairman Gene Ludwig said this about the living wage criterion: "We think it misleads the American people to say, oh, we've got 3.6% of America that is unemployed. Ergo, a huge percent of the population is employed, when in fact, they can't make above a poverty wage." Last year, Ludwig outlined what he sees as one of the dangers of accepting government statistics on the economy as gospel. Policy leaders, by these headlines and statistics, have been deluded into thinking things are better off than they are. Americans want to make the most informed decision they can on behalf of their personal economic health. To do that, they have to know what's really going on in the nation's economy. In a sky filled with dark economic clouds, the official unemployment rate could be one shining star. What if that shining star isn't real? It could potentially fool Americans into thinking things really aren't so bad, which may result in people being less diligent about preparing appropriately for economic uncertainty. That's why I suggest you take this opportunity to learn more about what's going on in the economy by attending our one-on-one educational web conference at AugustaPreciousMetals.com/webconference.
Hey guys, Joe Montana here with my man Devlin Steele. He and his team at Augusta Precious Metals are constantly putting out new information to keep you ahead of the game. Click subscribe now and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. You'll be glad you did.